rolling.
Hey, my name is Dennis Humphrey and I'm from Amarillo, Texas, and I am an associate youth minister at Paramount Baptist Church, where we hang out with 6th through 12th graders, and I am excited to be here and work for you on Deal or No Deal and be on the show.
Fantastic. Tyler, give me a close-up shot of just his face with a big old smile there, Dennis. Okay.
We got it.
All right, now let me see a full body shot. Hey, Dennis, do you have $1 million dance?
I can make one up.
I want you to make one up right now. The funkiest little chicken you can do.
$1 million, $1 million, $1 million, show me the money! There we go. How's that? That was great. Trust me, it was great.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good. All right, let's go back to our medium shot now.
All right.
All right, so Dennis, I'm just going to sit here and listen. I want you to tell me about who you are. Remember to answer all of my questions in complete sentences so I know what the heck you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay, no one-word answers.
Gotcha.
You gotta be expressive and talkative.
All right.
Okay? Hi, Dennis.
How are you, Greg? You doing all right?
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing really good.
Good. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
All right. My name is Dennis Humphrey. Like I said, I'm from Amarillo, Texas. I've lived here since the 8th grade because my father was in the Navy. So I was actually born in Guam, and then I moved to Los Angeles, where I think you guys are. And I was there for 7 years. After that, I moved up to Chicago, Illinois. Lived there for 3 years. Moved all the way across the nation to Adak, Alaska, a little island on the Aleutian chain. And I lived there for 2.5 years before my dad retired, and we moved here in Amarillo, Texas. I am a husband.
What's your life like as a Navy brat?
As a Navy brat, it was great. I mean, I got to go a whole bunch of different places, see a bunch of new people. It actually has helped me in my job as a youth minister because I learned to not be so shy or passive or anything like that because every 3 years I had to get to know kids, get to know new people, and adapt to different environments and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed being a Navy brat.
How do you think that's affected your life now?
Being a Navy brat has affected my life, like I said, by being able to not be passive or shy. It helped me come out of my shell to where I'm not shy. I'm able to do all kinds of different stuff and have a lot of fun in my life.
Cool. Tell me about your job.
My job right now is at Paramount Baptist Church. I'm the associate youth minister, meaning I have one of my supporters, actually, Aaron Groff, is the youth minister. So I'm kind of like you, Greg, in the fact that we're both associates. So we have to do whatever our job is to make ourselves look good, but also make the guy above us look good. So during this interview, I'm going to make you look real good by getting a great contestant on your show. But actually at Paramount Baptist Church, we have a lot of fun by doing games, being creative with our lessons, and teaching the kids about God, being a mentor, supporter, being there to listen for them and just help them as they get through their 6th grade all the way to the time they graduate, to where when they graduate, they're ready for what's out there for them and help them be prepared.
Okay. What do you take away from your job? What does your job give you?
My reward, there's nothing better than hanging out with the kids and just being able to be a kid again. At the age of 34, you don't get to be a kid very often, but with my job, from the time we go in to the time we leave, I get to be a kid, and that's a lot of fun. But the biggest reward is when they leave, when they graduate, and they come to you, or you get a note or a card, or they come and call you, or whatever it is, and they come and tell you that, hey, you made a difference in my life. And if a student comes to you and says that you made a difference in their life, there's nothing better than that.
Cool. So tell me about your family. You're married, you got kids, tell me that whole story.
I am married. I'm married to my beautiful wife named Jamie. You'll see her in just a little bit. She's one of my supporters. Actually, she's my biggest supporter. I've been married for 10 years this past March 9th, matter of fact. And then I have 2 kids. One's Jordan, he's a boy, and he just turned 8 and he's going into the 3rd grade. I have a daughter, Casey, who is just like me, help us in the future because she's going to get us into a lot of trouble. But she's just 5 and she's going into kindergarten.
Now, you said you get into a lot of trouble?
Oh, I've been known to cause a few problems here and there, yeah.
Like what?
Oh, I'm a practical jokester. I play a lot of pranks, but at the same time I can take them. For instance, I'll just give you an example. This past November, I wasn't at my job 3 months, and I learned that Aaron, our youth minister, had a fear of cops, and so I went in with the pastor of the church and had him help me find a cop that's in the church. And in the middle of our lesson, as we was at the front of the room, in front of about 150 students, I had this police officer come in and tell Aaron he was under arrest. And needless to say, Aaron freaked out and they started cuffing him, telling him he's under arrest. And then I was able to go up to him and tell him that we just, he got punked basically.
So, that's kind of trickery, right?
That's right. That's right.
What does the pastor think about this?
Oh, the pastor loved the idea. I called the pastor and said, hey, I need your help. And Gil, our pastor, loved the idea. He thought it was great. So he helped me get it all set up. But Aaron, he didn't appreciate it too much, but he took it really well.
So you do this stuff all the time, practical jokes?
I do. One time, one of the ladies in my office was gone for a week's vacation, and I went and I took a picture, had someone take a digital picture of me full body, and then I shrunk it down to like 1 or 2 inches, and then I put it in their family photographs around their office and stuff like that, and then hid them on her coffee cup and just hid them in a whole bunch of places. So when she came back, there was like 100 pictures of me all in her office, and it was like a "Where's Waldo?" but "Where's Dennis?" I was everywhere. It was pretty funny.
Does this ever backfire on you? Does anyone ever play tricks on you?
Yes, they do play tricks on me, and that's the one thing I had to learn, was to be able to take it just as much as I dish out. I dish out a lot more than I take it, probably.
So what's the biggest joke they ever played on you?
Biggest joke ever played on me? Actually, I had some college students come to the house one night on my birthday, and the biggest joke ever played on me was when some college students came to the house while I was gone on a date with my wife for my birthday, and we came home and my house was shoe polished, all the windows, all the toilet paper, forks in the yard, the whole 9 yards, and that was probably the biggest get that anybody had gotten on me. But I was able to turn it around, so it didn't really matter.
So you're still the king of practical jokes?
I'm still the king of practical jokes, or I like to think I am anyway. After they did that and I pulled up, I actually went in and I knew who had done it. And I called them up and pretended that I was really, really mad. And I was like, what are you doing? I can't believe you came and shoe polished and toilet paper in my house. I've been sick all day. It's been the worst birthday of my life. And I made them feel real bad. And within 10 minutes, the whole group had come back and they cleaned up my entire yard before I walked out the door and told them, psych, I got you guys. So I ended up not having to clean that up. So it was pretty great.
So they TP'd your house and they had to clean it up?
That's right. Do you know anybody else who's done that?
That's crazy.
That's right. We have a lot of fun. We really do. And getting to be with the students is a lot of fun. I get to tell them about the things that I did when I was in youth, from hanging out a bus window at 50 miles an hour, passing a note to good-looking girls in the van, going 50 miles an hour next to us. So stuff like that. I get to tell stories and use them as illustrations as I teach. But at the same time, then they learn from me. So I have to be real careful what I tell them.
Tell me that story about passing the note.
All right. Well, one time, me and a friend of mine named Brandon was in the back of a big yellow dog bus, one of those yellow school buses that you see all the time. And we were in the back of that, and we were going to a youth evangelism conference down in Dallas, which is about 6 hours away from here. And we saw this other van coming up behind us, and it was full of students, and they always passed the bus because the bus was really, really slow and really, really old. But we noticed that this particular van had all girls in it except for one guy. And we were like, man, we need to hook up with those girls. So I had this friend of mine, Wes, that's like 6'6", 260 pounds. And we wrote a note to these girls saying, hey, meet us at so-and-so door at the evangelism conference. We'd love to get to meet y'all. Back in those days, we didn't have cell phones and all that good stuff. So we wrote this note, and we went up to the front of the bus, but my youth minister wouldn't open the door so I could lean out. So I went to the window behind him and told him to get close. And I started leaning out, and I was leaning out, and we couldn't reach, and I leaned out a little bit further and still couldn't reach. And by this time, the van's trying to get closer because they're realizing what we're doing. And my friend Wes grabbed me at the ankles and shoved me all the way out to mid-thigh. I'm hanging out in the wind over the asphalt, screaming underneath at 50 miles an hour, and the van pulls up close, and the guy leans across the driver and grabs the note. So it was a successful pass note, and then they passed one back, and I leaned all the way back out, and we got really good at it. Now, I told my pastor here just like a month ago, the pastor I was at that church, and he couldn't believe that we was able to get away with that stuff. And if he found out, he would have fired our youth minister. So it was pretty great. It's a great story. We ended up meeting him at the next rest stop, matter of fact.
Now, do you tell your kids that you teach not to do the things you do?
That's right. I say, don't do as I do, do what I say.
Does that work?
Sometimes not. The great thing about it is I've already done most of the things that these kids have done, so I can usually catch them before it happens.
What's that phrase, actions speak louder than words?
Yeah, I'm afraid it does sometimes.
So what do you do for fun, Dennis?
For fun, I like to play fantasy sports on the internet, fantasy baseball, fantasy football, fantasy basketball. But when I'm not in the office and killing time doing that, and Aaron's not going to like that, but it's when I'm not doing that, I like to barbecue out, cook out with friends. And then I'm very active playing softball, playing flag football, any sport really, any sport that we can get out, anything that I can go do active. Basketball is my ultimate favorite. Love to play basketball.
Tell me your flag football story.
The good one or the bad? Which flag football story would you like to hear? The good or the bad?
Which one do you want to tell me?
The bad one's funnier.
I want the embarrassing one and I want the funny one.
Okay, the best flag football story is for the winner and the movies such as The Rookie and stuff like that. Is there's one team. When we started out as a whole bunch of small white guys like myself that aren't very fast, and we lost for 3 straight seasons. We didn't win one game, and then we started winning a game or two here, a game or two there. And by the time we pretty much finished playing flag football a few years ago, we beat the team that was unbeatable and that had won the city for 7, 8 years in a row. We was able to beat them and go to the championship game. So that's my best flag football story. My worst flag football story involves one of my supporters, Brad, that you'll meet here in a minute. But we were playing a 4-on-4 flag football tournament, and I had thrown a pass to him, and he juked right, and then he ran left, and he ran for a touchdown. And the guy on the other team didn't like it so much, so he's like, anybody can catch that, anybody can stop that play. And we just said, well, why didn't you? And kind of started walking away, and he kind of bowed up and got all in one of our guys' face, and then he just hit him right across the jaw. And I promise that Brandon didn't move his face at all, but as soon as that happened, it was on like Donkey Kong. I mean, it was just total melee. Parents on the side, dads over here, dads over there, everybody came rushing the field. It was just a total melee, total fight like you see on baseball tonight when the 2 benches clear. That's what it was. And here I am, all of 5'9", at that time, probably like 135, 140, and this big, huge guy, like 6'2", comes and jacks me in the back of the head. And I just turned around and I went to my knee, and the only thing I saw that I could hit was the wrong part of the body that you usually don't hit. But I took 3 jabs and probably ruined his Father's Day for the rest of his life. And then I got scared because he bent over, and before he could get up, I went and got him in a chicken wing behind him, and I thought, okay, I've got him now, because he couldn't use his arms. But the dude stood up and literally took me off my feet and started slinging me around like a rag doll. So all I was doing is yelling, "Hit him! Somebody hit him! Somebody hit him!" It was terrible. It was the worst. That's the worst flag football, but one of the funniest flag football stories ever, right there.
What's this embarrassing story you wrote in your application about you using some choice words at a flag football game?
Oh, the embarrassing flag football story. Yeah, I had just surrendered to the ministry and just started being a college minister at the time, and it was, and my wife is telling me that we were dating. So actually, I hadn't been a minister. I hadn't become a minister yet. This has been a long time ago. This is a good 11 years ago. But what happened was we had been playing, and this is when we started to get pretty good, and this is when we was on the verge of the playoffs. So this particular game was whether we went to the playoffs or not. And believe it or not, my friend Brad, he's my wingman on anything competitive. He was there with me, and we got totally screwed on a call by the referee. They had 2 men in motion, and we yelled, and we told them that you can't do 2 men in motion, and they let the play go, and they got all the way down to like the 5-yard line. So they were fixing to score. Time was running down. If they score, they win, and we don't go to the playoffs. So needless to say, I was pretty ticked off. But the next play, they did it again, and I started yelling, and they threw a flag on me for disrupting the play or whatever. And the referee was walking in front of me, and they lined up. We was on defense, and I was in the backfield, and they were fixing to run their play. And my friend Brad was talking to me. We were talking back and forth, and I didn't say it to the ref, but I said, "Oh, the referee's just beep." And the ref heard it and threw the flag, and I started running over to him and talked to him gently, not so much. And he threw me out for the game, and I was like, "It doesn't matter. This is the last game anyway. We lose this, we're done." And he said, "Fine, you're out for the year." So all the team starts yelling at, or for next year. So all the team starts yelling, and our coach goes and just lays into this guy. And then next thing you know, our whole team is suspended for 1 year. So we had to sit out a whole year in flag football. But the upside is, we came back to the league 2 years later. Nobody knew who we were. Nobody knew how good we'd become. And we had practiced and practiced and practiced, and we went undefeated that season. So it was pretty amazing. It's embarrassing being a minister now, but it was pretty funny. And ever since that day, we had another minister on the team, and every time I started getting hot, he'd come and he would get me in the chicken wing or grab me and pick me up and take me back to the huddle so I wouldn't get thrown out anymore.
Are you hot-tempered?
I can be on certain subjects. It just depends. Usually I'm not hot-tempered at all. When it comes to sports and competitiveness, yeah, I am. I'm afraid I am.
Well, you got your whole team kicked off for an entire year. I think that's pretty Pretty hot-headed, huh?
Yeah, I think when you get your team kicked off for the whole year, I think that's not done very much. So yeah, that was pretty bad.
So now you're proud of it, huh?
Actually, it's a pretty great story, yeah. It's not one my wife likes me to share, but for me, when I'm by myself with the guys, it's a pretty cool story.
Absolutely. Now, I'm looking at your picture here. Are you an artist? Do you have any artistic talent?
Yes, I went to Amarillo College and got my associate's degree in graphic design / commercial art, and this was before I became a minister. I had no intentions on becoming a minister. Actually, my brother, who is 2 years younger than me, had gone into the ministry, and he's now a chaplain in the Air Force, serving in North Carolina right now. And I had no intentions of being in the ministry at all. So I was going to be a graphic design artist, commercial art, you know. I had big dreams of working for Walt Disney, started on a portfolio to go work for Disney. I had a friend that worked there already that was kind of getting me the ends that I needed to get into Disney. So I was working on that portfolio, and I've been doing graphic design, ended up getting my bachelor's at Wayland Baptist University here in Amarillo. Yeah, graphic design, video editing, commercial art, all that stuff. I've done it all for the last 14, 15 years.
So you're a world-traveling graphic artist minister, youth minister?
There you go. I turned into a minister about 10 years ago after me and my wife got married. The pastor came to me. We was needing a college minister at the time, and the pastor came to me and asked me if I would do it on an interim basis, just try it out, that we needed somebody to help the college ministry out because it was starting to suffer without a minister. So I talked to my soon-to-be wife because we was fixing to get married in like a month. We decided we'd do it, and the next thing you know, we loved it, fell in love with it, realized that was my true calling and how much I enjoy it, and I've been doing that ever since.
So what's the future look like for you, Dennis?
Depends on if you let me come on your show and win a lot of money.
Regardless of that, I want to know what you think your future holds.
The future for me probably holds serving where I'm at right now at Paramount Baptist Church for a while. Hanging out with students as long as they'll relate to me or as long as I can relate to them. It's something that I really love to do, is hang out with the students, be a mentor to them, get that whole rewarding feeling that I talked about earlier, and having them come and say you made a difference in my life. So that is what is in my future right now, is just continuing to be a youth minister as long as I can relate to them. And whenever I stop relating to the students, or the students stop thinking I'm cool or can't relate to me anymore, then I'm going to have to look at something else, and that will probably be something in the ministry along the graphic design, multimedia, because all the churches now, and our church is full with multimedia and backgrounds and videos and all that stuff, so I'll probably end up going into that.
Excellent. Is there anything else I should know about you before we go?
I should be on Deal or No Deal. I've come from Amarillo, Texas. We're located right in the smack center of the Texas Panhandle, which is almost the middle of the United States. So we can gain support from the East Coast. We can gain support from the West Coast. We can gain support for all the students as well, because I know if you let me come be on your show, all of our church is going to spread like wildfire, and we'll have a ton of people. I can sit here and say, you know what? I know about the past. I participate in the present, and I care about the future, but that's to Miss America, and that's not the truth. The truth is I'm a great guy. I have a great personality. I like to have a lot of fun. Number one rule we like to live by is if it's funny, it's okay. So if we can live by that and have a good time, then I think we'll do the same thing with Deal or No Deal. So I'd really like to be on the show.
Excellent. Great. Tyler, turn off the phone for me, please. Turn off the camera for me. All right. So, guys, I'm going to ask Dennis to introduce you. He's just going to say your name and your relationship, and then I want you to go back down the line after he's introduced you, and I want you to tell me just a little something about him. Tell me something embarrassing, tell me a funny story, just something like that, okay? And then Tyler, of course, when they talk, you get a close-up of them.
Okay. All right, you ready?
You guys ready? All right, yeah. Dennis, who'd you bring with you today?
Okay, these are my supporters for Deal or No Deal. We plan on coming to LA to have fun with you guys. Right here is my wife. Give it up for my wife. Everybody give it up. Jamie. Next to Jamie is my good friend Brad Immel. He's a good friend of mine. Everybody get up for Brad. Next to Brad is Garrett. He's an intern at Paramount Baptist Church. Another good friend of mine. Give it up for Garrett. Next to Garrett is the pastor of Riverville Baptist Church. Another great friend of mine, Micah Muir. Give it up for Micah. And last but not least is my boss, Aaron Groff. Let's give it up for Aaron. Alright, there we go. That is my supporters. These are my supporters. Sweet. So we're ready to go, and now I'm going to turn it over to them and let them say some very kind words if they want to go with me to LA to play on Deal or No Deal. So here we go. Jamie, you go.
I don't think embarrassing words can be kind. So Dennis is constantly embarrassing me because he's just.
Wait, hold up, guys.
Okay. What?
I lost you.
Are you there?
Did you knock the phone over?
No.
Okay, I lost you. I was on the phone. Start over, Jamie.
Okay. I said kind words probably aren't going to be the same as embarrassing words. Dennis is always embarrassing me because he has no inhibitions, he has no fear. He walks into a room and makes himself at home. But like one example is we were at camp this year and he decided to start a little breakdancing routine in front of 60-something students. It was slightly embarrassing to the wife, but you know, I got over it. But he's constantly pulling gags or making me turn really, really red.
Okay.
All right, Brad. Go ahead.
That's what draws me to Dennis, I guess. That's why I'm the wingman, I guess. Dennis and I met in high school, so we've known each other a long time. Like Jamie, I have hundreds of stories. One I remember the best is one time when we were in the mountains snow skiing. We're riding up the mountain in this yellow bus that's actually no longer functioning, so it was being pulled up the mountain by another vehicle. I don't know, 15 or 20 miles an hour. For some reason, Dennis decided he wanted to be in the pickup that was pulling the bus. So he hops out the door of this bus that's being pulled up the mountain. And it's like a little cartoon, the guy that jumps out the door and then he begins to sort of go backwards as his feet are stumbling to gather speed. And he sort of picks up speed and passes the bus and goes on up and jumps in the truck. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
I forgot all about that story. All right, Garrett's next.
All right, I've only known Dennis for about a year, and I guess the thing that gets me is his breakdance abilities.
We're back to that.
He really has no inhibitions about breakdancing. It's quite a grand thing. If you ever get a chance to see it, you should try it out. He's got some mad breakdance skills.
All right, next to him is Micah.
I've known Dennis for about 12 years, and probably my best story with him, we're both basketball fans, and we went to a Dallas Mavericks game in Dallas. The American Airlines Center, our first time there, we're all excited, but we set up pretty high, so after the game, we were trying to meet some players, and we go down to the court, we heard Michael Finley was going to be there, and we ended up in the middle of a Wisconsin Badgers Alumni Association meeting. So Dennis and I are sitting there, and obviously we didn't go to Wisconsin, and we're there, and they're having an alumni raffle to buy prizes, and we both bought raffle tickets and both won a prize. And then we both got Michael Finley's autograph, and then they kind of stopped letting adults come up there because we had seen. And so, but besides that, Dennis is the luckiest guy I know. He wins a lot of things, and he's a lucky guy.
All right, next is Aaron.
I guess I'm the youth minister, and I'm gonna emphasize that there. But no, I'm the youth minister, and Dennis is a great guy. The amazing thing about Dennis is he's one of the biggest dorks you will ever meet, and he loves to wear Mavericks jerseys and things like that 30-somethings aren't supposed to do anymore. And he loves to do that, and the kids make fun of him all the time. They're even considering putting him on what not to wear, you know. Still wearing the 80s style pants, all those kinds of things. But he's so dorky. He is so dorky that the students love him, and no matter what he does, it works. Everything he touches turns to gold. Very creative. So we have a great time. It's very exciting to be around him, and it's just a pleasure.
All right, that's my supporters. Do what?
Give yourselves a big hand.
Yeah! You're the bomb!
Dennis, you know I'm going to ask you to do it.
Yeah!
You got to do a little break dance for me.
Oh, yeah! Right now? You want me to break dance right now? Do what?
Give him a little beatbox. I want you to do a little break dance for me, Dennis.
Okay, I'll just do it solo.
Use the iPod.
I'm afraid for these guys to beatbox. They'll throw me off the rhythm.
He can beatbox too.
I'll just break out a little something for you real quick. All right, here we go. There we go.
All right. You guys ready to play Deal or No Deal? Alright, you know the rules, right? If he opens up a big case full of big money, that's a bad thing. Okay? Because that means he's not going home with it. If he opens up a case with a little amount of money, that's a good thing because that means there's more money available for him.
Right.
Got it.
Right?
Yeah.
A little side note, there are only two kinds of reactions. There's good and there's bad. If anyone says that's alright, or that's okay, or we still have the blah 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 left in the case, I'm going to hang up the phone. I do not like those words. So
Alright.
that's okay or alright. It's either good or bad.
Good or bad?
Okay.
We got it.
Got it.
God, was
Then
that
really let it out, guys. You really got to make me believe it, okay?
Okay,
Alright.
this is real money we're playing with.
So, I'm going to say right now, Dennis, we have 5 cases left, okay?
Okay.
And for the sake of argument, they're case number 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. I want you to pick your case, talk to your family and friends, figure out what kind of case, which case you want right now.
Okay. 10.
You said you already had one. You said you kind of had a scenario in mind.
Right. But how much money's on the board? Do we know?
I'm not going to tell you that yet.
Oh, you're killing me. So I just have to pick a case right now.
You have to pick your case. Yeah, we're going to hold on to it. Doesn't matter how much is on the board. Just
Oh,
your
okay.
case.
Case you're gonna keep.
Case I'm going to keep. 5, 10, 15, 20,
5.
25.
10.
You guys are killing me.
Come on.
You guys
Come
are
on.
killing me.
I like 10.
10. Okay, we're going with case number 10.
Case number 10. Alright, we're going to hold on to case number 10.
That's a $1
alright?
million case.
That's,
right
yeah,
there.
that's a big money. Right there.
Big money.
You got 1 penny, $10, $500, $100,000, and $1 million still up for grabs.
Okay.
Alright?
All right.
Alright, guys. Pick one more case. We're going to knock it off the board right now.
Okay. 5.
5.
5.
Okay, give us number 5. Case number 5.
Case number 5.
Be a penny. Be a penny. Come on, be a penny.
Inside case number 5 is 1 penny.
Yeah. All right. We got 1 penny going. All right.
Alright, good job. Okay, so the banker calls down. He wants to offer you, you still have 2 big amounts and 2 small amounts. He's going to offer you $50,000.
No way.
No way. Not doing 50,000. No.
Go for it. Go
We
for
got
it.
it. We got it. Okay, what cases do we have left now?
Why you think so? I want to hear you some arguments, some debate. I want to know why you're telling him this.
Still have 2 huge amounts of money on the
Two huge
table.
amounts of money,
He's
right?
offering
Everybody
you-
100,000
Yes.
million left.
Yeah, we have too much money on the board, and we're only opening 1 case at a time. We
No
have the
chance.
100,000, we have the 1 million, we still got a lot of money left. We got to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
That's right.
What cases do we have left exactly? What numbers?
You have case number 15, 20, and 25 left.
Okay, 15, 20, 25. And now it's time to
Is that a
open.
no deal, Dennis?
No deal, no
No
deal, no, no way, no way.
No deal. All right. I want you to pick one more case.
25?
25?
25.
Go all the way up?
They seem sure.
25?
25.
Come on. All right, come on. We're going to take case number 25.
You can't go against the youth minister.
I know, that's right. 25.
All right. Case number 25. Inside case number 25 is $1 million.
What are you doing? Yeah, that's what you for. You don't go all the way to the top. Oh, my God.
Oh, it stinks.
It's terrible.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so you just lost $1 million. That feels pretty bad, huh?
Yeah, it hurts.
Okay, good. I want it to sound like that. Okay. So the banker calls down. You knocked off the million. He's going to come back. He's going to offer you $40,000. That's the deal on the table right now. $40,000.
And I have 3 cases left.
Mm-hmm.
$1, $100, and
A penny.
or I opened the penny, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have the 100,000 and 2 small ones.
Okay.
We got offered $40,000.
No way.
Take it.
No way.
Jamie, I want to hear what you think. Jamie,
I think
tell me
you
what
should
think about
take it.
40,000.
Because I would rather go home with 40 than 100. 40,000 than 100. But I'm the wife, so.
Okay, guys.
I
I know
think
that
you
you
should take it.
said you weren't going to settle for less than $75,000.
Yeah, but we're talking about $40,000 here,
Yeah, but that
right?
was if I had the $75,000 block left.
One more case.
One more case.
One
more case. One more case.
Come on, you got to open
Come on,
one
dude.
more.
One more case.
But if I lose it, I lose everything.
100,000's in there.
You came with nothing?
Yeah.
But it's $40,000.
$40,000 would go a long way with us.
So
And if I open the 100, then I go all the way to 100. If I open the 100,000, I go all the way back to $100 and the $1. I mean, granted, if I open the other one, the bid's gonna go up, but it's only gonna go up like 10, 15, and that's gone in taxes anyway. I say,
I got to open one more case.
Say one more case.
That's got to be my.
You've got
Come on,
100,000.
It's your friends or your wife?
Sure deal.
Just don't pick the case the youth minister tells you to pick.
But it's 40.
All right, Dennis, $40,000. Deal or no deal?
I'm gonna have to say deal.
Oh!
I would say, in that scenario, I would say deal. If it was real money, we're playing for real money. If I open 100,000, I end up with a divorce. So I have to go with the $40,000 deal. Do what?
She took the deal for 40 grand?
Yes.
Alright, do you want to see what was in your case to see if you made a good deal?
Yes.
Alright. You took $40,000.
This is gonna hurt.
What you could have had inside your case was $10.
That's right.
Good deal.
That's right.
You made a good deal, huh?
I did. I made a great deal.
Good.
That was a good deal. Guys, give yourselves a big hand. That was fantastic.
Yeah!
You two, gather around Dennis there. Gather around tight. Put him in the middle of your little group there.
Okay.
I want you to look at the camera.
Okay.
I want you to smile. I want you to shout. I want you to say NBC. Put Dennis on Deal or No Deal. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
NBC! Put Dennis on Deal or No Deal! Yeah!
Fantastic. All right. Tyler, you go ahead and turn the camera off.
Okay, not yet.
Oh,
Alright, we're gonna start now.
going.
Alright, deal or no deal? You wanna see some breakdancing? This is my deal or no deal breakdance. Put me on the show. I don't do this for everybody, just for special people. Here we go.